Huawei Mate 40 Pro listed on Amazon Germany priced at €1,199. Huawei will officially take the wraps off the much-touted top flagship Mate 40 series next week. Ahead of the launch, the media has been awash with renders of the models in the series as well as some of the specifications. A first listing for the Huawei Mate 40 Pro has now appeared on Amazon Germany. The listing, which has been pulled down, gives the price of the Mate 40 Pro as €1,199 and also reveals that the flagship will start shipping on November 9, 2020. The Huawei Mate 40 Pro is expected to feature a 6.76-inch OLED display that has a resolution of 2772x1344 pixels and thus achieves a pixel density of 456 ppi. We don't yet know whether the screen supports an increased refresh rate. What is certain, however, is that the panel is strongly curved back at the edges, so that the impression of a borderless screen is created when the phone is viewed directly from the front. An optical fingerprint reader, which is supposed to unlock the smartphone quickly and reliably, is located directly under the display surface. The high-silicon Kirin 9000 is the last new high-end SoC manufactured by TSMC before Huawei. The US embargo came into force. The chip offers a total of 8 cores, 4 of which use the ARM Cortex-A55 architecture and work with a maximum of 2.04 GHz. In addition, there are 3 further high-end cores which, according to current knowledge, use the ARM Cortex-A77 architecture and offer a maximum clock rate of 2.54 GHz. On top of that, Huawei runs a 4th Cortex-A77 core with a maximum clock rate of at least 3.13 GHz, so that, according to the first benchmarks, the overall package offers more than sufficient performance that overtakes the current Snapdragon 865 Plus with similar clock rates. In addition to the fast CPU cores, the chip also has an ARM Mali G78 graphics unit, the Huawei typical neural processing engine for processing data from the field of artificial intelligence, and an integrated 5G modem, which is probably only in sub-6 GHz networks. The Kirin 9000 is also the first SoC from Huawei that was manufactured on a 5nm scale and thus offers an even narrower structure than its predecessor. Huawei sells the Mate 40 Pro in Europe in only one version. This has 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal flash memory based on UFS 3.1, which cannot be expanded using a microSD card slot. In China, there will also be variants with up to 12GB of RAM. In addition, special editions are planned, including a Mate 40 RS and a Pro Plus model, which differ primarily in terms of adapting the design and the camera equipment. Speaking of cameras, with the Huawei Mate 40 Pro packs 3 main sensors at the rear, which consist of a 50-megapixel sensor with an f1.9 aperture and an optical image stabilizer, a 20-megapixel sensor for ultra-wide-angle shots with an f1.8 aperture and a zoom camera with 12 megapixels resolution and f3.4 maximum aperture size. Among other things, the camera system should be able to record 8K videos and offers a 5x physical magnification for zoom recordings. In the pill-shaped cutout on the front of the Mate 40 Pro there is a 13-megapixel camera with an f2.4 aperture, which Huawei provides with a 3D sensor. In combination, this system should enable the smartphone to be operated with gestures, similar to what is already known from other devices. All the user has to do is move his hand over the display in order to interact with the phone.